That's why virginity is so important in most of the world to this day. So to come along and say a woman can do it too is disgusting in the eyes of God and in the eyes of nature. You can come along with science and somehow then try and fix it and prove it.
So
patch it up.
God just wants the boys to just run through chicks.
What is going on, y'all? I am doing a reaction of Andrew Tate exposes how he makes money, talk scamming people, and dating Kylie Jenner. Now listen to me right now. This is a Nelk Boys special, and I like to get straight into this stuff, so I don't like talking so much. A Nelk Boys special where they flew out to fucking, I don't even want to swear in this either, but to meet up with the legend, Andrew Tate of this generation, of this year. And we're going to react to it. We're going to comment on the crazy things that he says. Maybe I agree, maybe I disagree. Maybe I chuckle, maybe I don't chuckle. And I don't like to drop the whole pod, so if you guys are looking for the whole pod, if you like this, go check out the Nelk Boys. They're hilarious. Andrew Tate's comments are crazy. I'm going to cut into the spots where maybe he says something crazy and then I pause and may drop my opinion. So thank you guys for watching this Dominican John 1 minute in, and didn't waste any of your time. And we're going to start this podcast. Let's see what happens.
Guys come in mid-show, right, Andrew? Or you want to start with the Gar?
We can do. I just want
121.
Sure fuck it up.
Whose duty is that?
Yeah, who's on cigar duty right now?
The chick, Tash. She's
Who's
supposed to be
on
getting
cigar
them.
duty?
Is that your girl or assistant? Or?
It's a chick. One of my chicks, yeah. One of my
So
wives.
can't do
I
anything
got
without
4 wives
smoking a
from
cigar,
Ethiopia.
But
Do you
That's
actually?
one of your wives?
Four
For real, or is that a
wives.
girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a minute. It's good
So
to
wait,
see her.
when you bring a girl, when you bring like a girl, is she a girlfriend or just a girl for the trip?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
So you like you put her on cigar duty?
Well, if I need a cigar,
Cigar
then
duty.
I would ask her to go politely get me a cigar, yeah.
What if she said no?
How could she possibly say no to me?
What if she's like, why do I have to get your cigars? Like, get your own cigars.
Why do I have to put you on a private jet to fucking Croatia? Fuck off then.
There you go. There you
I
go.
agree with that.
Wait. So how
Bye.
many girlfriends?
But
Me?
Yeah.
Man,
I
I'm a
hope
man
they
of
ask
God.
him
I'm a
some
good man. I
crazy
don't want to be in
questions.
this podcast. Everyone trying
Man
to
of
tell the
God.
world that I'm some kind of horrible, evil misogynist. Everyone seems to think I am for some reason.
I think it's great to have multiple.
But do you?
evil
Yeah,
massage.
why not? I mean, if they're okay with it. Yeah.
Well, do you have like a ranking system? Like you have a main piece and then side girls? How does that work?
I'm a man of God.
Pizza side girl.
I read the Bible. I go to church. I don't know. I can't possibly answer these questions. This is obviously going to be watched by every single female that has any kind of association to me, and I'm loyal to all of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
There you go. So do the math on that one. See, baby, I told you I was
Well, to all
loyal.
the wifeys.
Don't worry about it.
So
I'm
would
loyal
you-
to all of you at the same time.
You think it's possible for a man to be loyal to one girl?
I think it's possible for men to do lots of things. Sure, you can go to the moon. You can be loyal to one girl. You can go scuba diving if you want to. I don't think that if men were truly honest with themselves that they want to be, I think men are loyal to a woman to try and inspire loyalty out of her. A man will sit there and go, I only want to be with her. But really what they're saying is, I only want her to be with me, which is a masculine imperative and it's natural. And I completely understand that. Every man's the same. But if you could make a woman be loyal to you while not being loyal to her, then you would not be loyal to her. If a man's truly honest and says, if I can press this button and she's loyal to me no matter what I do, am I still going to only be with her? Now, you might prefer her. You might spend 99% of your time with her, etc. Completely get that. But on a long enough time frame for the rest of your human life, if she's going to be loyal to you regardless, are you telling me that without any kind of backlash from her, without the chance of her cheating, without any bullshit, you're going to tell me for the next 50 years you're not going to fuck anything ever once?
If she let you, why not? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I
would
feel like
definitely
everyone
do
would
it.
agree to that.
Everyone would agree to it, right?
So it's different for men and women, is what
It's
you're
completely
saying.
different for men and
Yeah.
women, and it's also different because a lot of people misunderstand what I say. It's different for men of a certain status, right? If you're a man who has his shit together at a certain level of status, you can say to a woman, look, I love you with all my heart. I want to be with you. I'm going to take care of you, but you're not going to tell me what to do. I'm in charge because this is my life. You're on the Tate train, and we're headed to Success Station. I'm the one driving it, and if you're going to be on my train, certain things are going to happen. If you're unhappy, you can get off. No problem.
I feel like you've been experiencing that as like a high value male. Me and Salim kind of just started. I'm hoping Steiny gets there one day, but once you get there, it'll be
Yeah.
it'll be dope. When you get into the high value area, it's like it's pretty fire.
Well, if you're hard to replace, then you're going to accept more things than you would accept from someone who's easy to replace, right? This is basic human psychology. We can take it away from dating and apply it to basically anything. You will accept your Lamborghini breaking down because it's hard to replace it. You will not accept your Toyota breaking down because you can just go get a Nissan. So it's the same kind of game, right? If you look at a guy and go, he is amazing at everything. I truly feel, I feel happy with this man. I can't find another man on his level who could possibly replace him or fill the hole in my life he would leave. Sometimes he fucks that bitch. Oh, fine. You're more likely to accept it. That's human nature, right? It's not even about intersexual dynamics and all the things I talk about, even though I could use those examples to apply all of my beautiful, completely correct, logical, affirmations. The reason I don't do that is because everyone comes back and goes, misogynist. So fine, cool. Stop them all crying. Let's talk about human nature. People are not going to be quick to replace something or attempt to replace something which is basically irreplaceable. So if you're a high enough status individual, then you get away with more. That's basic human psychology, isn't it, as a whole? And I think that I'm with guys here. I don't have to be polite. I don't have to say I think. I could say I know. I know.
I don't think there's any girls in the room. Is there? Is
there?
Is Alyssa even in here?
You're good, bro.
Oh,
Act like
shit.
there's not.
Cool. I know that women as a whole are quite understanding of their status. Women are very, very intelligent. I know people say I'm misogynistic and people say I say bad things about women. Women are very, very intelligent in certain key areas. And one of the things they are most intelligent at or best at is reading their own status and understanding what they can and can't get away with. Women are experts at that. Like
100%.
You get the same chick who will act X way with one guy and get with a new guy and act completely differently. Because
Do you think that's subconsciously though?
I think it's subconscious, but I also think they spend a lot of time on Instagram, a lot of time looking at their competition, a lot of time looking in the mirror, a lot of time trying to look good. A lot of time, they spend a lot of time on themselves and within themselves, and they're pretty good at understanding their value and what they can get away with when it's compared against the value that's sitting opposite them, right? So they'll sit opposite one guy and be a dickhead and sit opposite the next guy and be a sweetheart. They're quite smart at that, right?
That's
So
facts.
it's true. So I think that most women actually, if they get with a guy who they really know has his shit together, they're not going to sit there with that guy and say, listen, you better not, because they're like, if I talk to him that way, he's definitely going to do it.
Yeah.
So they're going to come at a different angle. It would really hurt me if you, and then once they say it would really hurt me if you, then you can apply counters to that in different ways. You can just simply ask, why would that hurt you? Well, if you're fucking all these bitches, how do I know I'm special? So the only reason you know you're special is because I'm sexually exclusive. So if you knew you were special with something else, perhaps you did something else with me, or I did something else with you that I don't do with anybody else, then you would know you were special. So what you worried about me fucking that bitch for? And it can't be that logical because females are not that logical. You can't explain it that way. But I'm saying if you're with a woman long enough and you have frame and you have influence over her and you understand these basic paradigms and you mention them in the correct conversations at the correct way in the correct frame, over time, they'll learn to accept it. I say this and people completely have a meltdown. I don't know why people have a meltdown. It's facts. It's facts. You think any of these dudes you think any of these rappers fucking all these girls, the girls are telling them, you better be loyal. You better be loyal.
No, but why?
Fuck no. Because of his status.
Because they don't want to be left.
Because they know he'll just say no, bye. So they just don't, they're like, okay, look at me in the mirror. Can I be replaced? Yes. Can he be replaced? Not easily. Fuck, I got to take this deal. That's the game. And that's human psychology. You can apply that to anything. You can apply it to the fight game. There's an A side, B side. Human relationships, there's an A side, B side. Business deals, there's an A side, B side. Someone's got to fucking take the B side.
So the way you're saying,
Someone's got to lose.
Yeah.
To a degree.
To a degree.
But this is the thing about relationships, because we can talk about relationships as a whole. Everyone says what I say is crazy. All I say is that love is real. Men and women should be in love. A man can be completely in love with a woman and care about her and still sometimes fuck something else.
like, the higher your status, the more you can get away with.
See, there we go. Let's start it off right there. A man can be in love with a woman and still fuck somebody else. Now, I'll tell you, I've been a loyal man my whole life. And I haven't had sex since May of 2021. Yeah. So a year and like 2-3 months. How the fuck are you going to tell me you're in love with somebody? The pussy's supposed to be golden, my friend. And you're going to tell me that they can still fuck someone else. You could be single and fuck whoever you want. You're in a relationship. Well, you don't understand. You're in a relationship. And I forgot to tell you guys, I stopped this at 1 minute and 30 seconds. In a relationship, you're looking for that one woman that you want to spend the whole rest of your life with, all that bullshit. But you only want to be with one woman. If you wanted to fuck anything in the world, you could stay single and fuck. You could fuck the whole world if you want to. Single. I know good-looking dudes that do that. Single. And they get heartbroken every once in a while because they want to, find love, and they're just there to fuck. But do not tell me that you could have a girlfriend, you could have a wife and still want to fuck something, bro. That makes no sense, fam. My minute's at 1:30, a minute and 30 seconds, and let's go.
Your status, the more you can get away with, because that girl's so afraid to lose that, so you can do whatever you want.
Bro, it's the same, but it's the same with anything.
Yeah.
Is it like buy a McLaren? It's not going to work for half the year. They're fucking nightmares, but they're McLarens, so it's just a game.
Like I used to talk to Salim, and he'd have random girls, and he'd be like, "Yo, I'm crazy over this chick," and I would say, "Salim, dude, think about who you are. You can get any girl you want. These are just random chicks, right?"
Now it's multiple.
And
now.
don't cup
So
it.
there's
You don't need to
levels
cup
to
it.
it, and I think that chicks don't realize that until they don't have it, and then they chase back, right?
Well, women are also addicted to drama. This is something else you have to understand about females.
That's very true.
Females are addicted to drama. They are entertained by drama. What does a woman do in her spare time? She watches the Kardashians drama. Listen,
Not the
I don't
Kardashians.
want to insult anyone. I was about to say a bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. A bitch will sit there. A bitch will sit there and think, I need to relax. Let me watch a murder documentary about a serial killer who chops people's heads off so I can have a nice good night's sleep in bed. They're addicted to this shit. They love drama. So to some degree, even as a man, this is actually an important frame for men to understand. To some degree as a man, you have to instill drama in the relationship, because if you don't, she's
They
going
get
to get bored.
No, that's very true, man.
And she's either going to leave or she will instill the drama, which gives her control. You don't want her to bring the
So
drama.
you think
That's the
girls
problem.
girls
facts.
like to fight?
They like drama. They like
yeah.
to be entertained.
Yep.
So if she instills the drama, it's probably going to involve some other fucking dude. You don't want that shit, right? So you have to instill drama. So this is the question I always say to all the people who
Not
say I'm
the other
misogynistic
dude.
and my view on relationships are wrong, etc., etc. I say, look, I have beautiful women who are in love with me, and we're all happy and smiling every day. I get to fuck whatever I want. I have a very positive relationship with females. My life's good. You disagree with everything I say. But your relationship, you and your woman don't even fuck. So, like, if you take the other paradigm, 99% of men disagree with me, but they go, they marry one chick, they be the good guy, get married, sit with her, just her, I'm loyal, blah, blah. They're all getting fucking divorced, and the chick's giving them a hard time.
Yep.
You never see that dude who did the right thing and then go, I can do whatever the fuck I want because I do the right thing. So, you know what? Leave her at home. I'm hitting the club. I can do what I want because I don't cheat. Never. It's like, oh, she's going to get mad. Da, da. And he's the good guy. I'm the bad guy, and I get to say, see you next week.
So
Bounce.
what is the cheating code in Andrew Tate's like books? Like, how do you morally cheat if you have a girl? You're honest with her. You're upfront with her.
It's not even about that, because when I say it on these podcasts, I have to condense everything. I have to be very compendious, and I have to try and...
Or how does one, not Andrew Tate, how does
Yeah.
one morally
It's
cheat?
just about understanding and instilling a mental frame inside of the female that makes her understand that it's really not that big a deal. That, coupled with your status and the fact that you're hard to replace, will make you be able to get away with it. And when I say get away with, I don't even mean get away with. It can be a very honest and open thing. I'm telling you, man, like, most men would be surprised by how deviant women are. If you have a woman and you're truly cool, and you're truly together, and she truly loves you, you come home. Have you been out? You fucked that bitch. I did fuck that bitch. You know what? I fucked her, but her tits are not as good as yours. Come here.
Pause again. We are 1 minute. I'm completely off with this. I don't know. Negative a minute and 30 seconds. I think I'm gonna do the math. Oh no, I'm at hour and 31 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, that's gonna be such a headache. This guy just said, let me go back. What did he say? Damn, if I go back, it's gonna be mad complicated. I'm not going back. I don't even want to say anything. Let's just keep going. We are at an hour and 32 minutes left. This is going to be mad hard.
Does that work?
She'll love it. She doesn't give a shit.
What if she had a better rack, though?
Well, then she's in trouble, right?
wait.
But I'm saying, if the framing is right, but it's about the mental framing. I say these things, and men think I'm full of shit, but you have to understand the mental framing. I'll give you an example. If a man
So that's your line when you come home and you just dog?
No, but
just
it's-
compliment the girl's rack and then you're good?
It's an example.
That's a
But
good,
I'm-
no, that's a good
yeah,
line, though.
But I'm talking about the mental framing. If a woman gets with a man and his frame is correct, that woman, over a long enough period of time, has the same political views, likes the same music, likes the same movies, has the same friends as him, watches the same things on YouTube, the same Netflix shows. Da-da. If you see a woman who loves that man, doesn't she do everything the man does? So if that man truly believes and can explain to her in a sensible way, look, I love you, I take care of you, I pay your fucking rent, you're living with me, that bitch, fuck that bitch, who cares? I fucked her, so what? Who gives a shit? She ain't here, she ain't living in the fucking penthouse, shut up. Eventually she's gonna be like, okay, well, as long as those girls don't live with you, they absorb their man's frame.
Wait, but
that's
hold
the frame.
Hold on though. So what if your girl comes home, same scenario, and goes, yo, your dick is bigger. That's not gonna make you happy though.
Bro, okay, so this
guy said, your tits are better. I did fuck her. I'm honest with her. And she's gonna have to understand because you guys are equivalent. And bro, what the fuck is I might just cut this shit off. This is the first time I've seen a podcast or instead of clips of Andrew Tate, I might not react to this whole thing. So I'm letting you guys know that right now. This guy's an idiot. Man just said, what if his dick's bigger? Your dick's bigger. Why can't the woman do that?
Many different ways.
Give your harshest way.
Yeah.
I can give, my harshest way is that it goes against the will of God and nature. It goes against the way of man. For the longest period of human history, men had more than one woman. Every king, every sultan, read the Bible, read the Quran. In most of the world today, men still have more than one woman. Never in history, in any book ever, in any civilization since the dawn of human time, have promiscuous women been celebrated, ever. They have been frowned upon in every single society ever. The main reason is because of paternity. Because what happens is if I have 5 girlfriends and they all get pregnant, we know who the 5 mothers
the guys
are.
are in town?
Thank you. And we know who the 5 fathers are.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, the father
Sure.
for the 5 kids. So you know who the kids belong to.
Yeah.
If you have a woman who's sleeping with 5 dudes, when she gets pregnant, nobody knows who the fucking kid belongs to. Now, the DNA test might be able to fix that, modern science, right? But there's a whole bunch of modern science has to work at the devil. That shit's new. Humans, evolutionarily, grew up until the 1950s, 1960s, where none of that shit was doable. You had to know who the mother and the father was. You had to have a virgin. That's why they celebrate virginity in most of these places on the planet. They can't afford DNA tests. If she ain't a virgin, I don't know as a fact I'm the father. So I ain't gonna fucking deal with her shit. That's why virginity is so important in most of the world to this day. So to come along and say a woman can do it too is disgusting in the eyes of God and in the eyes of nature. You can come along with science and somehow then try and fix it and prove it.
So
and patch it up.
God just wants the boys to just run through chicks.
God wants the warriors out
Like
here.
God's looking down right now and he's like, boys, I just want you to run through chicks.
God wants us. God wants the men, the masculine males of Earth,
Kyle's
to reproduce,
hilarious, man.
create His warriors. God needs warriors.
What parable is that in?
Take 15.
Okay, I'll search it up.
Look it up. God needs warriors.
New Testament?
New and old, I'm everywhere, bro. I'm around. I'm around.
Crazy, man.
You read the book, G. I'm in there, so you'll see it. And you go, that sounds like Tate. He probably wrote that one. Luke,
God,
nah, that
bro.
wasn't Luke. That was Tate. That one.
How about
Okay,
what about
Kyle.
have you ever dated a girl that makes more money than you?
Kyle's just straight up, bro.
It's possible. What do you mean?
impossible.
What if
You could date
when you finally go to the US, you're in LA and Kylie Jenner pulls up on you and she's like,
She's still not richer than me.
she's richer than you.
She is.
But I'm rich in ways beyond money. You're thinking in
No, I'm
numbers.
talking
Not richer
financially.
than Kylie.
Then I guess
Man,
I'm
richer
gonna
than
have a
Kylie
very good
Jenner.
life, aren't I?
Would you ever date a girl that's richer than you?
Fuck yes. Why not? I
So then would you let her pay bills?
I spent most of my life dating girls who were richer than me. Like for a long time, I had no money, and I'd date a bitch and she might have more money than me. That was no problem for me because I was still in control. I was still in charge. Masculine frame is not all about money. The idea that it's all money is not true at all. Right? I did very, very well in my life when I had no money, and I was a professional fighter, and I was on the way up, and I was fighting, and I didn't really have that much money. I did fine.
So what if you're
there are dudes in New York right now selling CDs on the street with like 4 girlfriends, and they're just tearing through pussy. Everyone knows it. They're
Even the
fucking
CD
everyone's wife
guys?
on the slide. They're doing fine. So it ain't just about
But then
money.
what leverage do you have over them if you're not taking care of them? Like what if Kylie Jenner's like, what the fuck? Like you're on my jet. It's bigger than yours. Like you can't fucking cheat on girls now.
If I'm
or
on
would
that,
you just dip at that point?
if I'm on that jet, it's my jet.
Oh
It's
my
your
God,
jet?
Oh my.
If I'm on her
Whose
jet, then
is
it
this?
becomes my jet.
What if it says Kylie Skin on the outside
Doesn't
of the
matter
jet though?
because if she's my chick,
Do you
then
make her pull off the decal?
No, she can keep it. But if she's my chick, then she's mine. So her
Nah,
things are now
Kyle
mine.
goes
It's my jet, my house.
crazy.
This is my jet, young lady. Sit down, be quiet. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. I fucked Hannah Montana, whoever. It's gonna be okay. Like so, there might be some
fucked Hannah
celeb beef there.
Montana.
But it's not
Pause.
just about money. I want people to understand it's not just about money. Because I have money is not the reason I say these things. Frame in and of itself is not just about cash.
But do you think you could pull that off with a boss bitch? Is what I'm saying.
Well, this is interesting, right? So now we can apply this to the things I've
That'd
been
be
saying.
a true test.
Now we can apply this to the things I've been saying. Someone like Kylie Jenner is far more difficult to replace because
Right.
she's more scarce.
Right.
So then she would be able to turn around and try and play the same game back with me. I'm not saying that it's all a game and it's all just like a chess match and those kind of things. I'm saying these are the basics of human dynamics and human nature. And that someone like Kylie Jenner can have anyone on the planet and there's only one of her. I want to actually say something quickly before we go into this. I'm new to being big on the internet. I really don't even know what Kylie Jenner looks like. Wait, is Kylie Jenner
That's
a dude?
cap.
Is
Yeah,
that a
that's
dude?
cap. That's cap.
Is Kylie Jenner the
That's
dude?
huge cap.
Is Kylie Jenner a guy?
You have to be capping.
That's a huge cap.
Who's the guy?
You just brought up
Caitlyn.
keeping up with the
Dude?
Kardashians.
Yeah, but who's the dude one?
Shut up.
Caitlyn.
Oh, okay, fuck that girl. I thought you were setting me up.
That's the hottest
I thought you
one.
were setting me up saying I'm talking about dude. All right, okay. Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner's a
Kylie's
girl.
like slightly less hot than Caitlyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Obviously, it'd be a slightly different dynamic. But I'm not saying that. But who is she dating now? I don't
Travis
know.
Scott.
Okay, is he loyal?
I don't know. I think he dogs.
Probably not.
He probably dogs.
What do you think? Do you know who
Not
Travis Scott is?
Travis.
I don't know these people. So I don't know these people. But what I'm saying is that at a certain level of masculine frame, I think most women are kind of like, don't tell me about it. I don't want to know about it. Just do your thing. Please love me. I love you back. Boom. And most women will agree with this. I say this to girls all the time because I say,
Stop right there. I will agree with that. I feel like when you have money, and a lot of people say that we don't know about their open relationships. Some of them don't have open relationships. They just don't want to know. They know their man's a dog. They know what's going on in the system of going out on tour and not being able to see your girl and not be able to fuck for months. But that is very true. They do not want to know. They just want you to love them, which is taking L's. And that's why I'm sorry for y'all, bro. But for my content, I call these people the fuck out, bro. All day, every day. And I'm like, yeah, sorry. This man just cheated on you, and you're taking an L for every woman in society today. So let's keep it playing. I don't know how I'm gonna read this, but an hour and 33 minutes left.
these things and girls say, my man would never cheat. My man doesn't cheat, blah, blah, blah.
My man would never
I say,
cheat.
go into his room and demand to see his phone. And no matter what excuse he gives you, don't buy it. Demand to see it.
Why do you want that though? Why would you do your boys like that?
No, because exactly. Why'd you do your boys like that? Because what's on the phone?
Huh?
What's on his phone?
Probably some shit that
Some
she doesn't want to see.
some bitch.
Yeah.
So every man's doing it anyway. So every woman knows it, and the reason she doesn't demand to see his phone because she'll want to have her illusions shattered.
Do you think that that's fair for her to want to see the phone and get to see it?
Fuck no, I tell her to fuck off. But I'm just saying that women know truthfully because if they truly want to find out, they could, and they don't want to find out. They want to just pretend.
Can I ask you something about the body count thing? About having chicks have their body counts on their foreheads?
No, you have to explain it first. Explain it be a professional, young
I
man.
will, sorry.
Be a professional. We're on one of the biggest podcasts in the world, so please explain
He's new
to the podcast.
He's new to the pod too. By the
Oh,
way,
I'm not.
so-
Explain to the podcast
You're still
what
on
I
trial
said.
a bit.
Wow, yeah, probably with this guy.
Yeah.
You said you had to have girls had to have lines for each body that they've had on their
That's
forehead.
not even what I said.
No, you said it would, if girls would have the number of body count or whatever they have on their head, it'd make everything way easier.
How so?
But how would it be displayed?
I didn't
where
know
we're
exactly
confused.
what you said after that, but I know it was.
I'm here on this podcast, you guys. You don't even understand what I said. I'm upset.
Because we want the audience to know, so we need you to dive into it.
I said that a lot of the world's problems could be fixed if women walked around with their body
Yeah.
counts on their foreheads. I didn't say lines.
Sorry.
And
What
it's
would be
fine.
fixed? Like world hunger?
Everything will be fixed, bro. I'm talking about society at large
Yo,
could
who's
benefit
man?
from that scenario.
What
How
does that?
so?
What does that fix?
Because you have to extrapolate it. You have to extrapolate it and look at it the meta point. If women can't just
This
sleep
man's
with
throwing out
anybody and
words.
everybody because they're going to be known for it and shamed for it, they're going to be very, very selective with who they sleep with. If they're very, very selective, then men are going to have to be very, very, they're going to have to be very, very hardworking and very, very dedicated to becoming a
That
man
is
worth
very-
sleeping with. So now men are going to be more honorable. Men are going to try harder. Men are going to be more interested in making sure that they're a person who's upstanding in society. Women are going to be very selective who they choose. They're more likely to stick with a guy through thick and thin because they don't want to add a new number to their head. Families will return.
I fuck with body counts.
Families
if it
are an
was a public
extension.
thing.
Families are an extension of society as a whole, right? It's family, then
But
it's
isn't that
town, then
idiot?
it's city, then
That's
it's state, then
that makes somewhat sense.
No,
then
I
it's the
disagree.
country.
They should make a Black Mirror episode about that.
But
They should try it.
I
because
disagree.
Of course you disagree.
But I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
Oh shit.
Because it's different. Like if you're looking for a one night stand, and one
Bring the
chick
heat.
has 3 bodies and one chick has 50, the chick with 50 is gonna give you a way freakier night than the chick with 3. So I'd maybe go with the girl with 50
You're going to walk around looking for chicks thinking, I want one that smells
for a
of dick.
one night stand though.
I want one who's been plowed.
Who's
I
gonna give you a freakier
Yeah, I
night?
wouldn't
Yeah,
want
Steiny,
that.
I wouldn't want that.
I don't
G.
think
For
anyone
a one
thinks
night
like that.
stand.
Any
Okay,
guys
two
would want
bodies.
that.
Two bodies. Are,
Yeah, fuck it. You can give me a virgin for a one night
Who the hell
stand.
goes
Yes,
for the
sir.
girl with the higher body
Bro, it's
count?
fresh puss.
That's a
but
weird
yeah, but then
take
there's a lot
right
more.
there.
There's a lot more like
Who
bullshit
is
behind the
this guy?
scenes that you guys probably aren't.
Has
thinking
anyone
about.
ever heard that?
I would never.
You don't understand the
if
logic.
A girl had 100 bodies or 200.
Okay, so if she
I
has
would never
one,
fuck her.
if she has one, and then another chick has 10, who would you rather
One.
smash?
One. All day.
What's wrong with
You
you,
guys just
bro?
don't get
What is
freaky.
he
I guess,
talking
honestly.
about?
Well, I mean,
But it's not about. I don't think it's
freaky.
about
I mean, if you want chicks who smell a dick, that's your thing. But that ain't my thing. And I don't think it's most men's thing. Men
That
are-
was a wild take.
Men
though.
are interested in men are interested in innocence. It's
Yeah.
innocence that men find appealing. This is what most
100%.
people don't understand.
Yeah.
Women don't even know what men find attractive. What actually amazes me is that women go through the world and they're so concerned with how they look, but they have no understanding on a basic level of what men find attractive in women. And I know that for a fact because every single time I sit with a chick and talk to her, especially for the first time or on a date or something, she's saying always completely the wrong thing. She's saying exactly which makes me less attracted to her. The fact she's still hot will get her through it.
What's the worst thing a woman can say on a first date?
The worst thing is it's just basic things they don't think about, right?
Like, what's the worst thing they could say on the first
I
date?
mean, there's a bunch of dumb shit they could say, but within a realistic frame, I don't know. But it's all bad. I'll tell you why. It's all bad. Women will sit there and do something they think is innocent. They'll talk about traveling. I've been to here and I've been to there and I loved when I saw this. My favorite place is this. When you sit with a dude on a first date and tell him how many places you've been, all he's thinking is you've been fucked.
Yeah.
You've been fucked by who paid for that?
Yeah, who paid for that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
nice hotel.
Who paid for that, ladies? You're telling somebody you've been to Paris, you've been to France, you've been to Germany, you've been to La República Dominicana, you've been everywhere. This man said, "Who's paying?" I'm not starting to like him, but this is very true. And I just tweeted that today that I'm going to start unfollowing shorties that post on vacation and do not post a man that's next to him, leaving that man to be single and able to go home and fuck as many shorties as he wants, pretending you're single, looking at your Instagram posts and you're in Puerto Rico and you're in fucking Bali and all these bullshit spots, and you don't even post the man that you're with on vacation. Bro, if I'm on vacation with a shorty, I'm posting shorty, or I'm not on vacation with shorty. Like, that just make any sense. Yeah, what the fuck buddies? Y'all could be fuck buddies in the city, or go to Boston, get a hotel and shit. Like, why do you have to go to a different country with someone that you don't trust, you don't love, you don't fuck with, but you letting him, hey, I'm back at it. What's this?
Bitch. Like it's bullshit. Like shut the fuck
It's
up.
bullshit.
And on top of it,
Shut the
men want
fuck up.
innocence, and the reason we find innocence attractive is because we want to be the female's portal to the world. If I meet a woman,
You want to hear they never been anywhere.
never. I will show you the world.
100%.
The first private jet you get on will be mine. You've ever been in a Lambo? No, you're getting my one first. I'm
Yes.
gonna show you brand new experiences. If I sit there with some bitch and she's like, I've been there, I've been that. I went to this party. My friend has a jet. I was in this Lambo. Da 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 da.
But the
And you're
Instagram
just like,
show the
shut
jet
the
and
fuck
the
up. There's
Lambo.
nothing less attractive because we want to be their portal to the world. The reason women don't understand this is they sometimes think,
That's
especially if they're
facts. I
sitting
wanna
with a
show you
G,
the
like
world,
they're sitting
baby.
with a guy like me, they feel like they have to prove themselves
Top G.
by pretending they've been with other ballers, right? They don't want to sit there with a man like me and go, oh, I've never been into a restaurant like this. I wish they would say that. That's the most fucking attractive thing they could say to me. But instead they'll say, yeah, I've been here, and my friend, and I did this. And
They
they'll talk about this all
they drop Dubai and then it's over.
They start
eh?
dropping about fucking other shit that they
they
did with their
drop
If
mother.
they say Dubai, you got to get the check right away.
Yeah, it's just like, shut up. But they don't. So women don't even know what men find attractive because we're interested in innocence. So he's talking about body counts. It's not even just about the freaky da-da. I'm interested, if I have an experience with a woman, whether it's sexual or non-sexual, I want to be her portal to the world. I want to be the person who shows her something for the first time. I don't want to fuck a bitch who's been fucked every way she can be fucked. Why do I want to, like, what, I have to invent something new now? Backflips? Like, I can do it. I can do it. Maybe he's doing backflips. I don't know. But to me, that's not appealing.
You're missing the point.
That is,
but yeah.
that is true. That is true. I think girls do think it is symmetrical. That like
Oh, man,
guys and girls like the same things.
Girls,
I don't
and
why
you
they
know,
think
you know
that.
what's worse about chicks on dates? I
don't
can
know
talk
why
about
the
chicks
fuck
on
they
dates
think
for a
that.
long time. I don't know if I'm allowed to smoke or not, but I don't really listen.
Who gives a fuck?
All
Yeah.
right,
you're
cool, good.
You guys want to
Shout out to Yahweh
Smoke
for
on
letting
it.
us smoke in this hotel.
Yeah.
Here, pass them around. Kyle,
Thank you,
let's just all
Yahweh,
do
for
this.
getting us this smoking permit.
No, this is gonna be
Bro.
amazing.
What that?
I can talk about chicks on dates for a long time because they're fucking.
the worst date you've ever been on.
They're
honestly.
fucking awful.
Well, can you give us a strategy
Worst,
then?
the worst date.
We need to
Like,
cut them and shit.
Got a cutter.
I got a cutter. It's just there.
Can you give us a strategy on how to have a
But
successful
first,
date?
we
Stein,
complain.
you wanna
First,
cut 'em
we
up?
complain about all the things women do. So first, they talk about traveling, which they need to not do because men don't want to hear that. Another thing women do. You know what? Another thing men hate. This is for all the chicks watching this. You know another thing men hate. We hate those social bitches. You know what I'm saying? You meet a girl for the first time, right? First time.
Go on.
Here's a test where you meet a bitch for the first time. Say, what are you doing next week? Correct answer. Oh, nothing, just home. Attractive. That's what I want to hear. You ain't been nowhere. You don't go nowhere. Just home. What are you doing next week? Oh, well, my friend has an art exhibition, and then my girl knows this guy
fuck
who's
that.
doing this thing, and we're going to this party
He's
because
gonna
it's a
fucking-
launch for this new clothing line. And then on Wednesday, it's my friend's birthday. Her name's Chloe. She's so funny. And we're going to go here. And then this, that. She starts giving you this busy schedule. Hoe. Slut. Shut up. Unattractive. Don't want to hear it. You're a hoe. You've been too many places. You're not home enough. You're not.
Hoe because she's a busy person. I need a businesswoman. I need a busy woman. I don't want I like the weirdos that stay at home and no one really knows. But if she has friends, if she goes out, doesn't make her a hoe. If she was going out to the clubs and Friday I'm at this club and Saturday I work at this spot and this Sunday I'm a mesera at this spot, that's different. But if she has plans to go to the park, if she has plans to go walk her dog, if she has plans to go see her family, things like that, I'll put a ring on it. But this guy thinks everybody's a hoe because she's busy. I'd rather you guys talk to me about your plans than say, oh, like he just said, that's the corniest shit in the world. Oh, nothing, I'm not doing anything. Like, at certain points, like if you want to hang out with the person, I get it. Like you say you're not busy so that they can hit you up like, oh, what are you doing Friday night? And then you could be like, oh yeah, after like 9, I'm down. That's different. But to call them a hoe because they want to have conversation, this guy doesn't have conversation with women. I can already tell. He's just popping shorties, has 4 girlfriends, and just passing them along. Let's keep it going. I don't know where we're at, but let's make some commentary.
Reading the Bible, uninterested.
Not home enough.
Busy
Not
bitches,
reading the
social
Bible.
bitches, unattractive. Next thing that's
Busy
unattractive that women
bitches,
do
social
is when they
bitches.
fucking say,
So you think
Unattractive.
all social bitches are fucking though?
I'm not talking
What
about
if they're
fucking.
what if they're out there just
Social
grinding?
bitches?
It's about that men
Come on,
don't want
Kyle.
that. I'm talking about pure just
Kyle.
attraction. She could be an innocent angel doing all these things. The fact that still she's going to sit there with me and
Innocent
start
angel,
talking
thank
about
you.
all these places she goes, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear innocence, purity, sit at home, don't do
I don't
shit.
like when they're sluts, but I kind of find it hot when they have their own shit
Not
going.
the sleuts.
You have her own shit going from home.
From
But
wherever it is,
I'll give
as
you
long,
another
as long as
example.
they're not
From home.
fucking.
Okay, no, but the problem is
Fan
you're
wants
saying they're
to
not
lock up
fucking,
some-
right? If a woman's going to all these different places and she's attractive, lots of guys are at least trying to fuck her.
But not if she's with a top G.
Okay, that's right, but she's not with you yet, is she? It's date one.
If she is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's date one, right? It's date one. So for the last X amount of months, she's been running all over XYZ, meeting XYZ.
They're all
and you have to look at
smoking
her and
in
have
the
enough faith
hotel,
that nobody's
dude.
ever managed to put their dick in her ever.
Well, fuck.
And the truth is, it really ain't that hard. So it's like, social bitches are worse. I walked in a restaurant with a girl, and she's like, oh, and then we're waiting in this little line. There's
Yeah,
like
can
2
we
people
put
in
smoking
front
on
of us. Like
TikTok?
literally one couple in
When I
front of us.
click
The
these,
line
it's
would have been maybe
smaller.
6 seconds. So it wasn't even worth kicking off. Oh, I know the manager. What did it? And I looked at her and go, how do you know the manager?
I know the manager.
Oh, I just know him.
That's
Food.
L.
I was like, I just wanted to leave. Like, and now I'm just like, now you know the manager of the best restaurant in the city. You're a fucking. Now I got to sit there. You're a hoe now. How many times have you been here? With who? Like, who have you fucking
many
been here
times?
with? It's off-putting. It's disgusting.
I see what you're saying because like
How many times have you been now? Real crap though. My boy told me he went out to a restaurant once. I'm not gonna say any names. And Shorty ordered a wine bottle. I don't even know if he said everything was on him. It was just taking her on a date. And you know, he'd be flexing a little money here and there and shit. But for you to be like, yeah, I'll take the blah 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 blah. Like you know exactly the wine bottle. A wine bottle for yourself. Not even like let's get 2 margarita type shit. Like let's get 2 shots. A wine bottle. You're never going out again, sis. This is take advantage of dudes that were down to pay whatever, but you're never getting taken out again. You're never getting taken out again. That's what he's saying right there. He's just a little bit more extreme. Salem, what do you got?
times
Salim.
when men deal with women, I mean, it is sexual. You know what I mean? So like,
Men deal with women
obviously, you're
sexually,
probably thinking,
yeah.
oh, you know the manager. Fuck, are you fucking him or something?
You fucking
Like,
him, or
it's
you've
just-
been here on how many dates?
Yeah.
With who?
Fucking
Or
the
you and your
manager,
girls
sis?
are here drinking
Or
all
the manager,
fucking time?
the manager wants to fuck you. That's a fact.
That's it.
Yeah.
Where's my lighter? You stole my lighter?
He's lighting it.
Thieves.
Oh,
Has
shit,
like a
he
girl
needs to
ever
light
brought
it.
you back to meet her parents? And if she
Yeah.
does, do you act this way? Like you be real?
Parents love me.
You act this way
Yo,
too?
Oh shit.
Parents love me.
You act this way? What kind of way?
Do you tell the dad like I'll never stay loyal to your daughter?
Nah, but I say something else. I say, look, she's been out too much. Finally,
Save that like for dessert maybe when that comes, right?
Finally, she's under control. Like, don't worry.
Under control.
She was living haram,
I'm dead.
but I'm here now.
This guy's like
She's gonna live a good life now. I'm glad I met her before it was too late. I'm gonna save your daughter.
Yo.
I'm here to save her
I gotta
life.
like this.
Alright guys, I'm not a cat. I might just stop it here because I don't think I put smoking clips. But fuck it, man. The Nelk Boys podcast, go check it out. Let me see if I could zoom to places where they're not smoking. I think they're smoking the whole podcast. That's it. Oh, he stopped smoking around here. No, it might be Kappa. I think they stopped smoking. I think they only smoked for a little while. Anyways, Nelk Boys podcast, they go crazy with it. They flew out to Croatia. I think that's where he's at. It's Andrew Tate exposes how he makes money, talks scamming people, dating Kylie Jenner. I don't know why they put dating Kylie Jenner. They were just talking about, like, for instance, if he was with Kylie Jenner, who has more money than him, whatever it may be. I did a good 30, 40 minutes. What are we at? 35 minutes. A little intro reaction to this video. Go watch the rest of the video. I might just put the whole reaction, I'm guessing, because it's only 30 minutes. That's pretty fire. Thank you guys for watching. This man's a maniac. If you didn't like this video because of this man, I highly suggest do not listen to a 2-hour-long podcast of this man talking shit about women. A little points, you know what I'm saying? Every few men here and there have their own opinions, of course. But when he goes extreme, talking about socially, she's social and goes out a lot, she's a hoe. You could fuck bitches and just go home and tell your wife that your titties were better, baby. Like, she didn't mean nothing to me. What are you talking about, my boy? What else? I don't know. Dominican John now, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the clips if you guys did watch this whole clip. But I'm going to put clips. You feel me? Love you.
So far, so good. Same block, same hood. 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 Same block, same hood. So far, so good. So far, so good. Same block, same hood.